sun, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy?
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is November 16, 2022. It is 2:19 a.m. This is video number 2. Let's go on Twitter and continue. I was looking some of the things that some conversation. First tweet. Right, Meghan called the UK tabloid a notorious UK publication which still exists. Yeah, she didn't want to give them their names, and then they start talking nonsense. And then probably try to sue her and do all those nonsense. I had to make sure. Alright, which newspaper coined the term suffragette? The word suffragette was coined in 1906 by a London newspaper, the Daily Mail. They put that in bold. She did not say it. She did not say the name. Okay. She questioned Google. Which newspaper coined the term suffragette? Suffragette. The word suffragette was coined in 1906 by a London newspaper, the Daily Mail, in an article ridiculing the Women's Social and Political Union, the militant wing of the women's suffrage movement in Britain. Oh my goodness. She went and Googled it.
savage AF. Savage. Savage AF.
There's this queen is not here to play. Yep. So they can say she was the one who said it. She did not say the name. All right. There's that. I felt that shade all the way in Florida. All right. Daily fell. Yes, they are falling daily. OMG, I love her. The fact that she refused to name he who shall remain nameless while the whole world knows who it is. Just classic shade. Get ready for 2 weeks straight front page headlines about the royal snubbing. No lies. There's that. People are laughing. The squad or something. Yeah, she did not name anything. You want to know? Go find out. Oh, I put it twice? Oh, all right. Meghan called the UK or maybe another squaddy who... Is that? Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing. Let's go to the next one. 43. Yeah, that's the same one. All right, next tweet. Okay, I was wondering what the story was with some junior. Turns out it's Robert No Neck embarrassing himself thinking he did something. Their quest to find anything and anyone that will speak against Harry and Meghan means that they will always be caught with their pants down. Okay, so who's saying what? Okay, it's just like the grandson and Mandela that the family has disowned that they keep quoting, or Sam and Tom. Okay, there's the name. They will quote the most disgusting of people if they are willing to trash Harry and Meghan. Oh, so okay, see, like I said, I don't follow the tabloid for me to know. So this tweet is making reference to something else which I'm not aware of. That's what I think. Let's see here. If they don't bring screenshot, I will not know. Wait, that was this own Mandela grandson who mourned about Meghan, probably jealous of Harry's connection to the family. Okay, especially yeah, it's crazy. The mindset with these people, it's ridiculous. Yeah, especially when his own family called this a vow and he is seen as a hate figure. I think I spoke about it in one of my podcasts. But they don't talk about the GQ award is to receive this month in London, if it is still this month. Okay, I'm not sure. All right, let's see this one. Plenty of people who speak out against her. All right. Pidina, okay, I don't know who's that. I talk about royally teachable moment. Okay, I don't know who's that. Bethany, oh, who speak against, okay, her. I even did a video. Was it her? I did a video about her. No, I don't think I did, but I spoke about her. All right, Piers Morgan, Meg Kelly. Oh, it was her. I did that video. Okay, then Wooten, Jason Kenoff, the royal family, and even RFK Jr. Oh, this one I saw recently is bewildering by an award giving to her. Yes, it's recently because of the award that they're gonna give to her, and then he starts saying why his family is doing this, some nonsense. Okay, and many true feminists of today do not want to be associated with her controversial persona. Okay, let's see here. Okay, is Meghan a part of this all-star lineup? Who's that? Michelle Obama launched new Get Her. There's a campaign with Omar Clooney. Okay, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. So is the dislike for Meghan and Harry's behavior uniquely a British feeling? Or any Americans out there ashamed of her too? Ah, they're looking for people. Wow. They're looking for people to dislike. You know what? It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me move on. Next tweet. These people. Plus that was the last one too. Okay, just going to leave this here. Since the royal family and their sheep want to revise history, we see you hypocrite, abolish the monarchy. All right, so what's that? Meghan Markle was shunned by royals for being too outspoken before US politics push. Okay. Meghan Markle speak her mind like an American, said Princess Diana's butler. 2019. Was it she came out to say people to go vote where she was sitting on a bench with Harry or something like that? Patriarchal Britain threatened by Meghan Markle's outspoken nature, claims commentator. Is that she looks familiar? Bojo's sister, I think that's her. Bojo's sister, I think that's her. Not 100% sure. Okay, let's see here. That's her here also. Yeah, that's her here again. Same haircut. Okay. Do you have the video clip of Boris Johnson's sister talking about why people push back against Meghan's ideology? I'm telling you, the squad or something. Am I following her? Let's see. Wait. No. That's this. Am I following her? Yes, I am. And what about her? Yes. Oh, no. Following. Now I am. But she's always on my timeline. I thought I was always following her. Wow. Okay, so she knows who get the visit. Let's see here. Yep. They didn't like Meghan Markle because she talked about period, poverty, racism, and women empowerment, which are trigger subject in this country, according to the Prime Minister's sister. That's what it is. Yeah, Bojo. Let's see here. 48 seconds. As short as this video is, I'm going to have to stop in between. Okay, reading this caption anyway, by the way. Some of the things that she mentioned here, poverty, racism, and all of that. Isn't UK still suffering? This is one of the reasons I kept on saying Meghan was a bright light to so many young people to get themselves out of whatever situation or social class they are in. They didn't want that. Look at more people are in poverty in the UK, pretty much around the world, not just the UK. All right, 48 seconds, and I'm gonna stop in between.
Talk about period poverty. She'll talk about racism. She'll talk about female empowerment. These are trigger subjects in this country where...
What? I didn't even know. It's exactly what I said. You know, when those young kids, when Meghan went to the school, doing that hand movement with, and that picture, the first time I came across it when I was recording, and I said exactly that. Meghan was a bright light for these young people. So they didn't like it. There it is here. I swear, this is the first time I'm coming across it. I need that video by itself. Let me rewind it slightly.
Trigger subjects in this country where the royal family, despite being led by the Queen for 70 odd years, is still a very patriarchal, hierarchical country.
There's nothing threatening about a woman coming up to the same level. It's our safety in numbers.
Oh my
God. This is our power and our strength as a team.
I didn't see these clips. And I was talking the truth. Whatever I did observe, it's exactly that. Power and strength, they don't want that. They want to isolate everybody. Okay, so they could remain where they are and then pretending they're helping them. And then meanwhile, those charities are going bust. It's very sad that many UK, with all this information out there, they don't see that. Some, okay, not all, some of them. And the sum of them is a good portion of the UK. Wow.
So, and that's gender neutral, if you really think about it. So I hope that men are part of the conversation. My husband certainly is.
You wrote, in so many ways, Meghan is a welcome breath of fresh air. But the last thing Britain needs is an overconfident, virtue-signalling American actress using her position in the royal family.
Talk about period poverty.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Meghan was a threat to them. The establishment is fine, getting taxpayers' money, everything was hunky-dory. Okay, now there's a shaky ground here. This woman just came in, is gonna shed light, despite the fact that these people want spotlight all the time. Okay, let's not forget about that. So there's Meghan here shedding light to things, and it's not like Meghan didn't tell people what she was about. During the engagement, she told them, okay, things she's passionate, things that she's been doing, charities that she's passionate about. She will help. She didn't make this a secret. Everybody knew it.
The transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate, I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. Now, being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella.
Do you have that sense of responsibility, Prince Harry, for what you're asking Meghan to do?
Of course, that sense of responsibility was essentially from day one, or maybe a couple of months in, when I suddenly realised, actually, this is, you know, I know that I'm in love with this girl, and I hope that she's in love with me. But we still had to sit down on the sofa, and I still had to have some pretty, frank conversations with her to say, look, what you're letting yourself in for is, it's a big deal, and it's, it's not. It's not easy for anybody. I don't know. She's capable of anything, and together, as I said, there's a hell of a lot of stuff and work that needs doing. At the moment, for us, it's going to be making sure that our relationship is always put first. But no, look, both of us have passions for wanting to make change for good. And
it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that.
But yet, the minute she started doing her work, when she put her word into action, big problem. Okay, she wasn't outspoken. She was silenced every time she tried to use her voice. Yes, they tried to muzzle her. Okay, Princess Diana's butler. Truth, she has us. Duchess Meghan does not care. The racist old white old men and women. Okay, we already knew that. Edda never complained, never explained, keep calm, carry on. Abusive mantra was drilled into her psyche. This is such a backward society, and they're so proud of it. I don't know. Maybe more people's eyes will be open. Imagine being satisfied that your world is a patriarchal full of men with their fragile ego aligned. Yep. Next tweet. This is the conversation that's going on. Next tweet. Oh, there it is here again. Here is a video clip. Okay, she retweeted that. Okay, here's a video clip of Rachael Johnson, Boris Johnson's sister, talking about why they didn't like Meghan Markle. The UK media cannot rewrite history. We got receipt. Okay, I just add this when I was at the beginning of this. And that's the same video I just played. So she retweeted out. Okay. And yet old Liz was called a feminist icon. There's a rolling eye. There's 4 comments under it. Okay, feminist icon. Who would have thought? Even beating Madonna and Beyonce. Queen Elizabeth II was the ultimate feminist icon of the 20th century, leading historian argues. The woman who stays quiet. Meanwhile, some of the Commonwealth countries were being brutalized, dehumanized. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I need to change that. There's these videos I have for you guys. These videos, okay, 1, 3, and 4 were supposed to come out on during Queen Elizabeth funeral. The whole week, whatever. So I see, while I'm here, let me do that. I have it for May 6th, the coronation, but let me do it instead of May 6th. Let's do it May 5th, the day before. All right. Some squaddies said they don't want to see stuff like that about negative things on Archie's birthday. All right. So let me warm up some of you the day before of Charles' coronation, and then I didn't create any videos for Archie's birthday yet, but when I do, it will be on May 6th. All right. So it's right on top. All right. Queen Elizabeth, the feminist. My goodness, the ultimate platform she had to make a huge difference. Nope, just stay quiet. Instead, doing what is it? On her way out, by the way, the thing she did for her pedo son. Okay, the country looks like they want to stay stuck in the 11th century. They are trying to rewrite history by saying that the other women in the family are activists. They had meltdown about pictures on Vogue cover. Let's see here. How can someone be a political activist? Remember when they attacked Meghan when they visited the organization that supported sex workers, and the organization received international donations for the first time because of the media meltdown. I wasn't aware of that. I was not aware of that. Which one was that? Or am I confused with different things? Okay, I love to watch the whole program. What's this program called? And can anyone provide a link? Oh, see? Let the blind see. That was my last, what is it? My last prayer. Let the blind see for video 1. It is from a BBC documentary. Oh, they're talking about that clip. The Bojo sister. All right, let's see here. 30 seconds. What this is about.
And this also fed on a suspicion about Meghan, I think. And some people didn't like her American ways.
That voice. What's this guy's name again? Is it Tom Wow or something like that? His voice sounds familiar.
About her being American. There was a suspicion amongst some people that she was too brash, too American, too Californian, too forward. And
what is all of that? Too American, too forward, too... What is all this nonsense? Meghan is just being herself. Oh my God, but okay.
And if things had gone positively, that would have just been background noise. But when things started going negatively, it kind of fed on that attitude. And this also fed on a suspicion about Meghan, I think.
It's playing over. Oh my God, these people are crazy. Okay, submission that what the firm want when you can walk around, no underwear, just dress, let the wind pass between your type. Right, Brits are triggered by period poverty, racism, and women empowerment, and then they want to tell us, Betty, the late companion, women empowerment. There's a rolling eye. People question authorities when they are empowered. Okay, absolutely love the way you bring out this receipt. Okay, it looks like Hannah didn't watch this documentary last year to push back against what Rachael Johnson said about Meghan. Okay, Archwell baby, look at the receipt. These people have no shame. One thing they need to learn is that they can't rewrite history. Yep, I've been saying that. We are witnesses. Alright, the squad keep receipt, and we bring, when they try to rewrite history, we bring back their nonsense. Okay, these people are all fluff and PR. The Queen complained about Diana doing advocacy for AIDS awareness and told her to pick something nicer. The royals are just cartoon at this point. Agree. One person's opinion doesn't define the nation. That is true. One person's opinion does not define a nation. However, there are many things women in the UK could have done to not only better themselves but also the country as whole. But many of them, when they are at a position of power, instead of helping those who are below them, you know, they're crushing them instead. Jealousy, envy, all sort of stuff to I would say to better themselves instead of others as a whole, you know. Okay, trying to use that freaking charity as an excuse. Okay, I'm not talking about the UK. My tweet is about the UK media. Right, there's one comment under that. Okay, we know that the media are like, but the media doesn't define us as a nation. I know, Steve. My tweet is about an article that was written today to rewrite history. I haven't seen that, so excuse the dumbness. Okay, sometimes you have to have that little conversation. Some people don't know. All right, the F is wrong with that family. Rhetorical question, really, but in this case, frivolously, the hair. Okay, it looks like the hair is the family brand. Okay, there's one comment under that. Something like that. Hair and basic decency equals shit. UK really was afraid of powerful women. Wow. What kind of democracy that England been preaching all these years? England is a fake democracy country. Yep, that's what we're starting to see. Okay, wow. Is Rachael Johnson a woman? If she's triggered by periods, a normal monthly biological occurrence that enabled her mother to bring her into this world, and herself having experienced period, well, I'm assuming she's a woman. I don't know. Is she? No question. One was British women are far more backward than I imagined. They bow unquestioningly to a patriarchy, even when it is to their detriment. Look, if Meghan talk about kittens, sunflowers, and raindrop, they will have said they were triggered subject. We know why they dislike her. Their institutionalized barbarism is phenomenally pervasive and entrenched, permitting throughout the right-wing media, radio, TV, and print. This is one of the things that I did when I first started looking into the royal family, the media. All right, how come they like that? All right, exactly. She can do right by them. Okay, these people need archetype. Is it playing? Nope, it's not that. That's class. Looks like Boris and his sister have the same hair, guy. Family signature, so it has nothing to do with her being a woman of color. Wow, we love her. Exactly, love her. Okay, patriarchal society is a thing of the past. Grow. Boris and his family are not the UK media, and whatever they say will be ignored. Meghan is this, but you guys vote for this guy. If it wasn't for real journalists who uncover his nonsense and put it in the front and center, he will still be a prime minister. But you guys keep on voting for BS people. Okay, Meghan is disliked for her many proven lies. What lies? Much like Rachel brother. Who's Rachel brother? Okay, and you a troll is an advocate of truth. You know what? Let me get out of there. I don't want to spend time on this. Where it is? Time for blacking. Black. Alright. That's that. I remember at the Black Lives Matter event, Boris Johnson warned the association that if they talk about this aspect of life that Meghan is talking about now, he was going to remove state aid. And I think that talking about the subject can put the power and the fire in Great Britain. Okay, there was a point where I saw where they were preventing people. I don't know, I was really looking into the politics in the UK, and I saw certain things that were happening where they were preventing people from protesting and all of that. And I was like, I think the royal family see what's coming up next, so they put something to put a stop to that. All right. Brother no better. Boris Johnson on women, homosexual and ethnic minorities. He called gay men bum boys and compare Muslim women to mailboxes. He labeled black African Pekingese. What in the freaking baggage for God? Baggage for God. Full baggage for God. I don't even need to read anymore. This is just disgusting. Baggage for God. And yet this is the people they're voting for. Next tweet. Okay, a true activist will have spoken up and call out the abuse and bullying at the hands of the media. The Queen, Camilla, Kate, Sophie, and didn't do shit, and some of them not only encourage it but participate in it. Okay, let's do this. This. If the royal bullshit family wants to insert themselves again into Meghan's business and causes, this should be pointed out. These royals' Stepford wives have encouraged the hounding of Meghan by the press. Abolish the monarchy. Okay, one of the things that I did a research on, okay, and I share all of my, did I do any edit? Yeah, I probably did some editing in it. One of the things I look into, okay, I was reading some tweets. One of the comments under the tweet says, Sophie had a miscarriage. Okay. Now, the question that popped up in my mind was, that was when I first started doing things, putting content a little bit more consistent about, you know, what's on Twitter, this kind of thing. One of the questions that popped up in my mind was, okay, if she had a miscarriage, there's Meghan who was pregnant with Archie at that time. Why didn't she spoke out and put a stop to it? Because of her own experience. She had a miscarriage. So what did I do? Okay, just because Twitter said it, that doesn't mean it's true. So I went to look to see if she had a miscarriage. It comes, yes, she did. She had a miscarriage, and I found out her daughter has some eye issues and blah, blah, blah. I find more than I wanted to look for, but I focused on what I was searching for. While searching for that, I found out a lot of other things. I did 2 videos about it. Okay, so that was my question coming into, that's how I come to know about Ardent production. Okay, I know a little bit more that I needed to know about Ardent production. And then I do 2 videos about Ardent production. One of the things that I find out is that he wasn't paying tax. He was not paying tax because he claimed there were losses. Okay, and then a couple months later, that same year that I did that video, Rachel Maddow did a video, did a segment about Trump. Okay, how he Trump will, when he's selling his thing, he hyped up his properties, and when he's buying, you know, obviously he wants to buy cheap. I do this kind of thing, manipulate things and stuff like that. And then that's how I come across, put 1 and 1 together. For 7 years, one of the questions that I was saying to myself, how can a business stay at flow when every year you claiming losses? Okay, it was just that. All you have to do is claim losses so you don't pay tax. That's all. That's how I put one and one together. Just because one question, okay, Twitter said, no, just because one statement, Twitter said, she was going through she had a miscarriage. And I wanted to know why she didn't support Meghan. That was the whole point of that. Why she did not support Meghan when everybody was against her. Me, a few moments, I told you, I'm not hiding it. I was not following Meghan. But the abuse was a bit too much. It was just too much for people to just sit back and just let those people do their nonsense. Okay, each time I read a little article about her, it's negative. Maybe the first few one, they probably got me and then just brush it off and move on with my life. But when I start thinking and said, but wait a second, the same way, a lot of time, different characters, names popped up. Majority of the time, I know who they are. I'll say, oh, this person did this, that. Okay, that was the same thing with Meghan. Okay, but I was not following them. Okay, I was not following Meghan to the point where I'll know almost every little thing. I didn't even know she had TIG if it wasn't for the squad. So I'm not claiming I knew Meghan, all of that. I was just happy for her. Happy for her to marry a prince. Okay, the kind of adoration they make us to believe of them. I don't know, they got me. Okay, I was just happy for her. But each time I read about her, it was negative. And I start saying, wait a second, this woman been in the business, show business for a very long time. How come I never hear anything negative about her? And I start looking. The more I look, the more I'm shocked. Okay? So people need to speak up. And then through that, we're figuring out that facade the institution had portrayed themselves to be, it's not what it is. It's full of vile, barbaric, all sort of anything negative you could think of. They're not that prestige. All right, so let's continue reading some of the comments. Someone that haven't met Meghan was courageous enough to speak out, but not them, not even the Queen. All right, are they complaining again, giving example of real activists? I will never understand why British women put up with their media BS sport. I mean, for a country that had a woman as head of state for so many years, how will they be comfortable with the level of misogyny their media perpetrate? The thing is that, not that I'm making excuse for them, it's just that they got them. Okay, if you look at the Epstein thing, I spoke about it. All right, they all are entrapped. They done so many shady things and they're not willing to learn and improve on themselves, and then just come out. If they just listen to Harry and tell the truth and free themselves from whatever it is they're holding against them, and then change. Once you do that, if you come out and tell your truth, let the public see you for whatever it is, and then mix men meet, whatever it may be, free yourself from this nonsense. I truly believe they are truly entrapped, just like Harry said. They're truly entrapped. The Epstein thing was a thing of success with very cheap kind of thing. They just get, caught them. All right, but they keep on repeating the same mistake. They get out of one thing and then they get back right on the following the same stupid thing. Okay, they like to see people brought down a few pegs. All right, are they not embarrassed spending years saying Meghan did not do as much? Okay, did not assimilate into the royal system to proudly announce that they are actually on the same path as her? Are they not embarrassed? I like this. Are you embarrassed? Okay, they can speak out concerning injustices when the king accepts bags of cash and the queen accepts jewelry. The bag of cash, you need to ask, what did he do to receive that bag of cash? People don't give money for no reason. Activists front make me laugh. The only activity they're good at is robbing the British people out of millions for shaking hands and cutting ribbons. There's the clap. Can I retweet multiple times? Well said. Yes, I believe they did that part. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, at the height of the hate campaign against Meghan by the royal family and the UK tabloid, where it got so bad that she contemplated suicide, those who publicly stood up for her were also attacked. It was done to shut down anyone else from standing up for her. Okay, I think I read this on my other... Oh, is it different? Okay, all right. Let me read this for the sake of this video, but I think I read it on my last one. Okay, I'm on Meghan's podcast this week, and I dissect and criticize the tabloid media treatment of women, and so expect a few days ahead of tabloid media jumping up my ass. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut the other part from video 1 and put it here because I read that already. At the height of the hate campaign against Meghan by the royal family and UK tabloid, where it got so bad that she contemplated suicide, those who publicly stood up for her were also attacked. It was done to shut down anyone else from standing up for her. Everything is coming out, okay? Things that she said way before at the Oprah interview, and then now, things that Princess Diana have said, all coming to play because they're still playing the same blueprint. Unfortunately, I said the word play. All right, it's not a game when you doing things like that to other human being, but for them they see it as a game because it's not them who's the receiving end of their BS. All right? Real human lives is being affected by their BS. For them it's a game, so we need to do pushback. All right, I'm on Meghan's podcast this week. In it, I dissect and criticize the tabloid media treatment of women, and so expect a few days ahead of the tabloid media jumping up my ass. See, she knows the blueprint. Alright, that's the thing. Here, I don't hold back at all on this episode. It's important for women to be allowed to call out the way they are treated. Alright, my relationship with the tabloid media was fine until the day I stood up for her. Wow. Alright, I didn't know her at all, beyond a very polite 1-minute phone call once, when she introduced herself to the cover stars of British Vogue and let us know she was the secret editor of our issue. But I knew, oh, I'm learning more about her, but I knew it wasn't right for any young woman to be on the receiving end of such a rampant and hateful public campaign. I was one of the first public figures to call it out as racism and misogyny in British media, and was put through hell for years after. I was being punished for not quietly looking the other way. Oh, there's the other thing that crossed my mind when she said that. Now it's coming to me again. When she was saying that, you know what crossed my mind? What happened to, what's the other queen? The crown princess of Denmark. Okay, when they wanted the Queen of Denmark to do the nonsense she did to her, grandkids and stuff like that, this is what crossed my mind. All right, they want to use certain people as example. I saw it, and this is the same tactic here. It crossed my mind during the podcast. Thank God I read this because I was gonna stop. I thought it was the same thing that I read earlier, but it's different. Okay, it crossed my mind during the podcast. The invite and uninvite that happened to the Crown Princess of Denmark. Okay, and I said they use Meghan as an example what they could do to them. Okay, using the media as a powerful force, as a weapon.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force.
Okay, to attack them, to pick dirt about them and force her to do it. And this is why I said, I don't really believe she really wanted to do that. It was by threat or pushback, and then because she didn't want the tabloid to go dig up nonsense about her family, she forcefully did it. And I still believe that, and this also make me believe, make me think of that again. All right, let's finish with that. I was one of the first public figures to call it out as racism and misogyny in British media, and was put through hell for years after. I was being punished for not quietly looking the other way as a woman of color, was publicly savage. I don't regret it. I will never regret it. It's nice to get to know the woman behind all those horrific headlines now, and I see I was right to defend her. She is effing gem and an inspiration to so many for refusing to give up and disappear despite some media figures' best effort. We need more of that energy in this world. Here is the woman fighting back. That is very well put. Very well put. I like that. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the next one. Next tweet. Okay, do you hear the Dr. Zanye? Okay, do you hear the silence from the people who spend time abusing Meghan? The silence is too deafening. They dare not talk about Meghan's advocacy for Iranian women because Iranians will eat the tabloid and their so-called royal expert alive. Alright, so true, so true. Don't worry, they are currently picking through every sentence to find just that one word that they can use. Quote, we only need one stinking word. God damn it. That is true. Then they also have to try and find how she is disrespectful to the vile colonizer living in the palace. Alright, they're working on a spin, but at this point they are caught. Yep, yeah, she didn't even give the name of the tabloid for them to say some nonsense. They're gonna have to search it and fill in the blank themselves. They can say she said it, because she just said one of them in the UK. There's many tabloids in the UK. Which one? She didn't say. Yes, usually when they are caught off guard, there will be some silence for one day, then they come with a spin. Remember the silence when Harry and Meghan visited the Queen in April? It took them by surprise, but in 2 days, they started a crazy spin. There it is. The squad know the blueprint of these people. Okay, there was a deafening silence last week also when they talk about the B word, and we all know which egg used that word to slur Meghan. Okay, okay, it's time to stop calling Meghan Markle a bitch. Rhetoric around the Duchess this week has been troubling. They are doing their research. Okay, they are doing their research in the boardroom and WhatsApp group. There's the thumbs up. I expected. See, there's the squad. It seemed like the squad already. They're ready for them. It's like, what happened? Meghan did her podcast. We talk about it now. It's like the defense is coming. I swear the image that I see in my head reading some of this tweet is like the defense of the squad. You know, where football players, stay at that ready stance and stomping their foot. This is the squad. They're ready for the British UK tabloid. Alright, I expected they have to confront themselves to say something after this episode, and they can do that. I just love how each episode is a reminder that she didn't need their invisible contract or their institution to thrive. Alright, they never speak when she speaks directly to them. They rather talk about how she says hello. The squad or something. Wait, they will speak, just wait. They will speak in a day coming. The squad already to defend Meghan podcast. Yes, we're not seeing exclusive anymore. That's a different language. Too much evidence. You can hear a pen drop. The silence is deafening and to be expected. How to defend yourself from the invisible, the biased media and tabloids show their collective butt during Queen Elizabeth II funeral. The veil is off. There's no more doubt about Rhoda's unjust and horrific treatment of Harry and Meghan. Loud and effing clear. They'll come up with a narrative before the end of the day. Now they are presently silent because the guests called them out. That's right. That is right. It wasn't Meghan who called them out. It's her guests. Oh my god, I'm glad I put this to share with you. It's really fun reading these. Okay, it's glorious. There's that. I guarantee you they are about to unload. Just wait a bit. The defense. If there were any episode that will get under their skin, it would be this one. Activist. Oh my god, let's see what happens today on the telly. For real, what happened? The silence is very loud. Okay, just like the angry black woman episode. Yep, the silence is beautiful. Evil has been neutralized, even if they just for a moment. Okay, just wait, it's coming. Remember that Prince and Princess of Waste are visiting USA soon. They are trying not to piss off Americans. That's why lately the leaks are mostly about their internal feuding between Queen Consort Camilla and Princess of Waste. Oh my God. After US visit, they'll be back to spend stories about Meghan. I do. All right, let's go to the next one. This one was a fun one reading. This is the defense. I'll look for GIF to show what I was thinking. Everything that was meant for evil, God has turned it around for his glory. Evil did not win. Harry and Meghan will be blessed and highly favored in the Lord all the days of your life. All right. So this is when they started putting broadcasting, advertising, that's the word I was looking at, advertising Archetype. But before that, nope, you didn't hear a damn thing. All right, amen. The Sussexes are the success family, and they have the full backing of God Almighty, the God of the land and celestial bodies, temporal and spiritual. The Sussexes are favored and protected globally on land and in air and sea. Amen. Amen. Absolutely. When God is on your side, as you are doing the right things, especially helping the helpless, being the voice of the voiceless, they are indeed part of the solution. Okay, amen, amen. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has revolutionized the fight for women, finding their voice and using it for self-empowerment and good in the world. And the thing is that, I mean, God have a way of doing some stuff. God has a way of making, like, really open people's eyes. Meghan was already doing some of the things that she's talking about. But for people to really understand her, God said, you know what? This is why I said sometimes people have to be sacrificed of certain things. God was like, this is the way that I said. I had never met God. Well, who knows? Whatever. You could spend this any way you want. But I feel like God said, for this generation to see what you will be talking about, I need to put you through some stuff. Okay? So Meghan had to go through it. You see the nonsense that the UK tabloid, the royal family put her through. As recently as Queen Elizabeth's funeral, that week was hell. Okay, I wasn't even there. Me reading and seeing images coming out of this place, I'm like, what the F? How is she able to stand up for herself, like anchor herself, and then be a supporting wife for her husband, who needed that support because he had two women in his life who just gone. Okay, his mom and the queen, because Harry sees the queen in his own special way. We can deny it. He spoke about it many times. All right, so that was someone in his life that is special to him. So how was Meghan able to stabilize herself and then be an anchor to Harry while Harry was grieving the loss of his grandma? Okay, and then the nonsense the UK was putting her through. This is why I said Harry is Meghan's baggage. Okay, all these people, you know, the Kellys, those others who's bashing on her, oh, they wish they could have worked on their career so they could get Harry and all of that.
If only I had known that the royal family was into divorced Americans, I would have tried harder earlier in my career. I would have tried harder earlier in my career.
They can't handle this nonsense that went on over there. Okay, they cannot handle this nonsense. I'm sure it might have been in a different way if Harry had married someone else, because they've so used of abusing Harry since his mom passed. Okay, they think of him nothing, pretty much just a spare. Okay, now the heir has offspring. Okay, they were gonna continue abusing him no matter who he married. Will that woman be able to be an anchor to Harry for some of the things that he's advocating for? Okay, so all of them who's crying foul that Meghan marry Harry or whatever, okay, with their stupid jealousy, they will not be able to handle an ounce of the hate that the UK tabloid has on Harry, on Meghan, I mean. Okay, so Meghan is Harry's baggage, and Harry knows it. Harry knows it. Okay, that's why he took his time. Alright, this kid, oh my God, Harry was really suffering inside. All this nonsense we saw about him, he was really going through some stuff since his mom passed. These people really put this guy through so much. They took away his mom. Okay, you could spend that whichever way you want. More people are starting to learn that princess, that accident didn't happen just like that. Okay, they took away his mom, and then after his mom passed, and then they keep on abusing him, and then to have the brother to do that certain things to him. All right, so let me finish with that. Let me read it again. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has revolutionized the fight for women finding their voice and using it for self-empowerment and good in the world. As a man, I am proud to look up to her as a woman of vision and integrity. Thank you, ma'am. Every man should be somewhat, supporting of Meghan, especially if you have a daughter yourself. If you care about your daughter. Just because you're a man, I just can understand the mindset of this misogyny, all these crazy people in power. Because if you have daughters, won't you want some sort of a self-respect for your daughter? All right, so that's it. Now I'm moving to the last 5 tweets that I have. It's about spare and air, and then one of the 5 is a prayer from the squad. All right, so let's finish with that. So I'm done with Archetype. I don't know if any of them have any residual of Archetype. Okay, wow, Welsh and joking. So far, 38,000 for a 50,000 petition. Change.org. Okay. So when I saw it, I was like, let me share it. And Prince of Wales title out of respect for Wales. Okay, 38,127 have signed. Let's get to 50,000. Wow, they're almost there. All right, there's that. Sign the petition. I think that's good. If he has taken the time to learn their culture, then the Welsh people should push back. Spoiled brats can just be giving hand-me-down and think that is all it is. Alright, let's see here. The fact that they are asking out of respect when they know them royals don't have even an inch of that in their bones. Okay, there's that. The yawning. They don't even respect their own who are struggling with food and heat. That is true. Okay, only going to get worse since their prince doesn't give a hoot about their football team. Yep. Okay, I'm not Welsh, but where do I sign? Okay, exactly. It means a lot to them. Let's show solidarity and support and respect for who they were once should not die. Okay, abolish. That's the clap. All right. Next tweet. I see I put Netflix. Harry's Netflix. As a reminder to me. Okay, Wooten, Prince Harry must complain and explain about his Netflix contract. Alright, there's a link here. I'm just reading the comments. Okay, good King Harry has nothing to complain and explain to anyone about Netflix deal, and certainly not to a stupid ass like Wooten. He owes him and UK absolutely nothing. There is nothing left, absolutely nothing. Harry and his family are thriving and minding their business. Exactly. Pretty much that. There's nothing to. They told them to go back to America. Alright, pretty straightforward. They did, and then they're moving on. Well said, sis. Prince Henry Charles Albert David Mountbatten Windsor is the second son of a king. You've tried to take everything from him, his life and family included. Royal blood flows to his vein. Let him live. He owes you nothing, and serve Her Majesty the Queen well. That is true. Okay, I need to know why. Dan is still lusting over Harry. I would thought Harry is too old for him since he liked them younging. Oh my god. Furthermore, what's changed since making his opinion in 2020 about PC Netflix, Prince Charles Netflix? Right, I don't know what PC stand for here. Is it because PC is king? Prince Charles. Okay, Prince Charles is king. Okay, so this is something he said in 2011. Prince Harry still manages to look hot, and the North Pole love it. Oh my god. Is he gay? I'm not gonna say anything on that. Oh my effing god. Prince Harry naked? Thanks TMZ. Oh, that's probably the part where he was in Las Vegas. Greg Rutherford may just have taken the title of hottest ginger from Prince Harry. What a gold. Okay, 2012 London. What? So he's talking about the 2012 Olympic. What the hell is Harry is in this? Oh my god. He had a crush on Harry. Okay, I can't believe Prince Charles' mates and staff are mourning about the crown. What was Netflix meant to do? Pretend he wasn't a horrible husband to Princess Diana, who treated a naive 20-year-old like dirt before cheating on her consistently and brazenly with Camilla. That happened. Okay, so something changed. That was in 2020. Okay, love the freaking squad. There's that. Mama had freaking receipt all day long. There's that. Then needs to explain why he can't get over the fact that Harry didn't want to go to bed with him. Oh my god, especially since he knew Harry doesn't swing that way. Stalker delusional. Why Harry doesn't have to explain anything? That's nonsense. You must be out of your mind. Leave him alone. Concentrate on his corrupted papa and all his money he gets from wealthy Arabs, Pedro and Jew, Lizzie Enep, womanizing Billy, idly Duchess of Doolittle. Has Mrs. Tempax gone off to another Indian health resort? What about dear Uncle Dickie? The names. I'm laughing because of the names. And you know who she's talking about. Okay, Wotton is a liar. So, 4 ticks is talking. Okay, HRH, Henry, a British prince, doesn't have to obey to this obsessed New Zealander harasser. Alright, I'm very tired of all the opinion and classification talk from so-called journalists, not only at Harry and Meghan. What interests me from journalists are verifiable facts, careful report about what happened, when and where and whom, preferably with historical references. Okay, backed up with a real evidence and verified by independent fact checkers. I can make up my own mind. Above all, okay, I don't need word vomit that isn't even opinion, but only serves a rake and advertising millions. Okay, newsflash, Nimrod, Harry doesn't have to do shit. Okay, period. Then needs to explain why he was lusting after Harry. Alright, let's go to the next one. Yep, Harry doesn't have to explain to anyone. He does his thing, you just sit back, relax, and wait until he shows it. Alright, so I can of course this. The squad we're talking about this picture. Alright? A picture speaks 1,000 words. There's the crying face. Who is there to hold Prince Harry? There's the question. You would have think at least one arm could have been around Harry there. You would have thought. Oh my god. Okay, they have always treated him as a spare, even more so emotionally. My goodness, both of his hands. You would have thought Harry would have come closer to him, one of his arm around him. There was a picture that just reminded me. They were at a ski lift that was Princess Diana, William, and Harry. You should see her hand was full with something. I don't remember what was in her hand. You should see how, was it a video? One of her hand, or was it her elbow, you know, touching Harry to sit back, and then the other hand holding, you know, making sure both boys were sitting secure on that lift. But this one, no common sense to at least put one arm around the other one. Poor little boy. Poor little boy. And then it was even worse when the mom wasn't even around anymore. Alright, let's see. Best reply, because in the 100s of royal family photos that I've seen too, the heir is always kept closer to the ruling royals, but the spare at safe arm's length with Diana or Nanny. Let's see here. Wow. Look at this little dog. Remind me of Guy. Yeah, Meghan has a similar dog. There's Harry here. Look at this. Touching Harry's hand. Wow. Okay, Diana was the counterweight, but when she died, the counterweight was lost. Diana loved his 2 sons equally. However, after his death was more painful for Harry because Charles had cared more about his heir William. Yeah, this is why I don't know if you guys remember. A lot of time I say I don't understand how Harry was. It's like an image I'm seeing, a little boy in a freaking castle by himself. No one to really, you know, tell him anything, because everyone who works over there just have go along with his, I don't know. They can't tell him no or anything like that. Okay, it also shows Harry resembles his father Charles. William clearly doesn't, yet people make stupid suggestions about Harry not being Charles' son. Alright, there are many of pictures of Harry and Charles together too. The story that is told in the official pics is of very preferential treatment. They will reflect all around the firm household. Okay, I think Charles was closer to Harry than William. Nah, don't try to spend that. I don't think so. Charles was closer to Harry than William. Nah, when they were little, and he was proud of Harry during the first Invictus game. Maybe, I don't know, maybe so he could get some spotlight as well. If I were Charles, I would be so proud of a man Harry has become. I've said that so many times. How many parents will be so proud of what Harry has accomplished? But jealousy cloud his judgment. But I don't think, no, because when you look at things, Charles going to parties, who he was taking with? Okay, he took William with him, not Harry. All right, and thank God for that, because you will indoctrinate him into this BS that's going on right now. The same BS continues. TBF. Okay, to be fair, there are many pics of Charles holding Harry. Okay, when he was very little, his eyes look exactly like his father. Harry, when you look at in profile, Harry's nose is just like Charles. Okay, his eyes look exactly like his father, but he grew to be a totally different than him. His mother was there to hold him, although not in this photo. Harry became of good King Harry because of his mother's extraordinary love for him. Okay, he's not sad. He is an independent and capable man. We do not know how he truly felt, even though many times I put my spin on things. Okay, let's make it clear. We do not know how Harry or any of them feel. I know. I saw that too. Why? I don't think he looks like Charles, though I have seen photos of him and Philip. I don't know. I think we all are worried about Harry, the mothering instinct, but you're right. He's independent, hardworking, savvy man, and have no idea who in hell Wills look like. William has a lot of resemblance of Diana. You could see it in certain pictures. There's fixed it. Alright. Let me move on. I don't want to waste time on it. I already have one video I need to edit. I'm close to an hour here. Alright, next tweet. Prince Harry and Meghan did not publicly wish King Charles a happy birthday as he celebrated turning 74 yesterday. I mean, why would they? Why would they, or any of them? Because the minute they say something, they're gonna spin it into something else. It's best to mind their business. Who knows? They probably did it privately. I don't know. Okay, that's the Mirror. Prince Harry and Meghan snubbed Charles as he celebrated his first birthday as king. I mean, whatever. It sounds like a childish. Okay, the Prince and Princess of Wales were the only senior royals to mark the occasion publicly, sharing a photo of beaming King Charles to Twitter. But guess what? They told you they're not on social media. So what did you expect from them? Okay? Their their Archwell website is for their work, and the only person, what Harry really cared for, okay, that was the Queen. When the Queen died, they let it be known. Okay, let's read some of the comment, and this is my last tweet, and the last one is a prayer. Okay, as they should. Okay, and as Meghan and Harry don't have a social media account, it will be impossible. Okay, isn't Charles denied title, patronages, security, uniform, access to Balmoral? I read that as denying titles. Okay, I read that as denying TDs. Why do I feel like I read this somewhere? They don't have social media. What do you expect? Okay, for heaven's sake, they haven't wished anyone a happy birthday for years. Okay, not publicly, because if they did, they will get slaughtered for it anyway, even though Charles is Harry's dad. Okay, they don't have social media. What do they want from them? That's true. That's another reason, believe them that they don't have a social media. They told you. Breaking news, your warriors are really lazy and dull, aren't they? What Meghan and Harry are not doing is more interested than anything those royal Scrooges are doing. Facts. Okay, that's why we stand. Right? You mean the same Chuck who cut him off wouldn't even take his calls when Harry decided to take his wife and child to the US. That Chuck, please. Right? The same Charles who was subsidizing his son who was in his 30s and his wife, the same son who said he wanted to earn his own living, but we only have Harry's word for it that Charles stopped taking his call. Right? He must be devastated. Only have his loving wife, son, his son's wife, gorgeous grandchildren, sister, brother, various in-laws, nephews, nieces, a nation sending their best wishes. However, will he cope? I like the way she put it. All right, not everything is for the public, plus nobody cares. Lord, okay, whatever's on this page. Lord, how will you all make it through one single day without mentioning Meghan and Harry? I didn't see his brother and wife publicly wishing King Charles III happy birthday either. Okay, you need to stop first the tampon trolls from the UK right and attack the Sussex most Meghan every day. Why we have to stop? If the attackers continue to attack, we are here to stay. Buckle up, we are here for a long time. Okay, they haven't done for years, not even wishing the children a happy birthday. The royal family always sending birthday wishes though. Message and has been petulant children. Okay, do they, as it says only William and Kate wish happy birthdays publicly? Show me where Anne, Edward or Andrew wish royal children happy birthday publicly. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Okay, because they have no social media account. Look like the royal courtiers are sleeping on the job. Alright, so that's it. Alright, let's do the prayer. This is the last tweet and it's the prayer. One of the squad's prayer. Okay, so okay, everything that was meant for evil, I did read that already. Okay, I use it as a prayer. All right, everything that was meant for evil has turned it around for his glory. Evil did not win. Harry and Meghan, you will be blessed and highly favored, and the Lord all the days of your life. All right, so I read this already, so let's do another prayer. I thought that was a prayer. Let's do prayer. Let's go to the main prayer for. You won't believe what come in my mind. I'm gonna type it and see what comes. Hell over bent. I don't know why. Hell over bent. I'm telling you, when it comes to some crazy stuff that come in my mind. Okay. My people are hell bent on leaving me. They pray to God Bill for help. He doesn't lift a finger to help them, but how can I give up on you? Why did that word come into me? Let's see if there's a prayer here. I didn't expect that. So these are too long. Dangerous prayers from, okay, what did I say here? God is the divine reverser of all horrible things. Okay, maybe I'll stick with that. Okay, God is the divine reverser of all horrible things, and he wants to bring you justice and mercy right now. What? That sort of match with this. Okay, God has turned it around for his glory. Okay, hell of a bent. I didn't know this would have come. Wow, I'm shocked by this. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And yeah, that's it.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.